Can I help you give yourself something to look forward to? I'm Marley with Pacific Widow Solutions, and I help people who've been widowed solve problems. You can reach me on YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And I had to choose to give myself something to look forward to. And there's lots of options. I tend to, for short term, go to live music. But for bigger things, I travel. And I'm really good at planning travel, and I'd like to help you with that. I'm good at setting up trips that are exactly what I want. And I can do the same for you if you give me some parameters. Now, one of the things about solo travel for me is that I feel fierce. I feel strong. I can do this. I enjoy being by myself anyway, but traveling by myself is a way to feel like a conqueror. Lots of people would rather travel with people, and maybe you're having a hard time adjusting to not having your person, but you've got some friends who might like to come, and we can plan a trip for, you know, you and your besties. I'm happy to do that too. Maybe you want to meet people. Perhaps you'd like to go on a cruise. Lots of people love cruises. I've done a few. I'm not the biggest fan, but I know how they work, and I can help you plan that. It's a great way to have everything included. You know, you've got your entertainment, you've got shopping opportunities if you're into that. You've got group activities if you want to learn something about, I don't know, wine or art, or there's cruises that have astronomy talks or wildlife talks. All that stuff is in my purview to learn about, to understand. And the nice thing about a cruise is that you only unpack once. They handle all the food. You just show up and eat. And there's people around. You could sit in the library and maybe find a spot on the deck and make a new friend. I am currently helping a friend plan his trip to Yosemite. He's never been, and I know something about the national parks, and that's one of my areas of expertise. And so I was talking to him the other day, and he didn't know there's an upcoming meteor shower. So he was going to go to the city and have a vacation out, in a place that's vibrant and lots of culture, and he was sort of looking forward to that, but he had recently adjusted his trip to not include so much wilderness. And I said, well, there's a meteor shower while you're going, so if you can include the wilderness, put that back in there. And he's restructured his entire trip, and I'm helping him with that because he didn't know how, to get a reservation inside Yosemite because it books up. And what do you need to do about the reservation system and all those sorts of things. I can help you with that too. Do you want to go see the meteors? August 12th. There's a spectacular meteor shower expected. And here's the thing. Lots of people have big dreams with their spouse for travel. And maybe you always wanted to go to Italy together and you didn't get the chance. One of the ways we can remind ourselves that I've got a future is by doing some of these trips that you plan to do together, but do them in the way that you now want to do it. So John and I had a trip planned for a Mediterranean cruise, and that was a compromise for us because I always wanted to go to Italy. He didn't, but he liked cruising. So the cruise part was for him and the Italy part was for me. Well, when he died, I canceled that trip because it was only a week and a half out. And then I planned a spectacular trip to Italy for me and a couple of girlfriends. And it was exactly what I wanted. And sure, I thought about him and how it would have been different when we would have been together. But it also really fed my soul. And I'd like to offer to help you with something like that. Reach out to me on YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn, Pacific Widow Solutions. Take care.